with it. Think I'ma do it, let that do it. Bang, stick jam like what happened to it. Was it not working, bruv? Why you think I'm lurking, bruv? Creep on him, lean on him, witnesses eavesdropping. Keep popping, they keep bopping like I ain't seen nothing. Don't make me upset, reach for an object. Who's that in the passenger? Brown skin, got big body. In my face, on me. Money, I got that for me. You're not popping, never pop.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Dolphins going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Detroit Lions. On first down, Tannehill. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. Tannehill. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Tannehill to Landry. Good for a Dolphin first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
First carry for Amir Abdullah. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go with Abdullah again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game was we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. From his own goal line, Stafford looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Stafford, and he connects with Ebron. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On the ball, on the ball.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. and 10, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Tannehill on 1st down. And Stills over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Tannehill with a hook up to Thomas for a Dolphin 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Again, it's Abdullah. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. And now running right through him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Stafford gives to Abdullah. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A toss to Abdullah. And Abdullah lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight. All the while doing that, and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Halfback sent in motion. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. That's Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Monday. Here we go. 180. Three down. Tag 50. Switch.
The final shot before the break. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a give. This is Abdullah. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So 2nd and 10 here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Big 20. Hey, you got three. Three down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180. 21.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
On the ball.
From the pistol, they'll run with Abdullah. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. operating from the gun. Stafford, Ebron with it over the middle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a give, left side. This is Abdullah. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down following the run. And the back goes into motion. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. It's complete. Stills. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
The handoff to Abdullah. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him Take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. In the red zone this time. This is Abdullah. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amir Abdullah hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Landry. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To the air, Tannehill on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And now it's third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So the D-line's going to spread out. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Big 20.
On the run, Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gives him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Abdullah. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Abdullah on the counter. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run. Abdullah. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They snap it to Stafford. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going deep here for... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They try the right side with Abdullah. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run with Abdullah, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
On 1st down, Tannehill. It's caught. Stills, right side. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Dolphins on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Tannehill looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Stafford here coming off his pick 6. That's caught at the 3. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Halfback sent in motion. On first down, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And some space here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.